Ooh. Well, hello, my beautiful YouTube family. Where have I been? I've just been with her. The heat keeps saying it's gonna break and it doesn't, which is fine, but we've been working through that. Last time I was here, we brought her home with the bare bones of the barn, and now the barn is done. And we have a home for Miss Gracie that's complete. I've just been taking it, I say slow, but I've really just been going as hard as I possibly can on a weird sleep schedule while simultaneously making sure she's really good and learning as much as I can to make sure she's who we see. Like I already said, I'm a new horse girl, and I really, as you guys know, I DIY with what I have in mind for my animals, but then they end up telling me. And she has definitely rearranged some things, and I love it. It's just all I want to do is just be slow. I just want to be right here, but with a better manicure. Anyways, let me show you guys the barn. I'm gonna love on my girl for a little bit more.
Now, I definitely wouldn't be surprised if you didn't see the last upload because I rarely upload anymore. But however, we left it at bare bones, as I mentioned. There were no exterior walls on this shop. There hasn't been for quite some time because I've been essentially taking this apart for 4 years because I thought I was originally going to get rid of it. And then when I realized it was perfect for Gracie, it was time to renovate it.
Are you waiting for me? Hi, baby girl. Come on, sweet girl. Hi, my lover. You ready for the rest of your breakfast?
I totally understand that I can grow with Gracie here in this little section of the desert. However, bringing her home, I just didn't want to do what I've done before, where I just kind of half-ass it, where it's like maybe 25% done and it stays that way for X amount of years and I complain about it on the side. It's not what I wanted. So we got it to basically function with the priorities that Gracie needed, such as hay. Hay is life and pellets are life. So those were the two priorities. And now we get to come in and detail it out to be a little bit more me, mixed with some grace in there. One thing I added after the last episode was the fact that I was dragging the hay through the middle of the barn. I couldn't even pull my car up close enough. It was just a struggle. So I added a little tiny door to the side so I can reverse my truck all the way to it and just pull the hay over that little bump versus doing what I was doing before. Eventually, I want to make that entire wall that open up like a big barn door so a squeeze can fit into there, hopefully. But, you know, we're working with what we got.
Okay, now that we know what we absolutely need, lunch break / errands. Also, it's literally powered by Huel. I am obsessed with Huel. Can I tell you how it's just with everything going on, I just make so many excuses to not take care of me, and I'm sick of it. Huel just literally helps me do that with ease, with just a little bit of water and a shake.
Something I'm insanely guilty of is just having coffee, or 3 of them for the day, and then gravitating towards sugary snacks for the remainder. I find myself now like a little bit embarrassed about how I think that's like the easier route, when just grabbing literally a scoop of Huel and some cold water, putting it over ice and shaking it is just that much better for me, and it's just as easy. You're getting 40 grams of protein plus 27 essential vitamins and minerals. I really love their Black Edition. It's low carb, high protein, but they have a ton of different other flavors to choose from, so you'll find one that fits your fancy. I'm a glutton for sugary sweets, so to have gluten-free, plant-based, no artificial sweetener, a good snack is it just makes me giggle that I've chose the latter this whole time. Oh, that's not pretty like that.
In short, you get a high quality, nutritious breakfast or lunch for just $2.50 a meal. If you want to save money, save time, and eat healthy, you can use my code Rachel for 15% off your first Huel order, plus a free t-shirt and shaker at a $40 value. That's code Rachel for 15% off your first order, which the link is in the description box. Thank you, Huel, for sponsoring today's episode. Let's dive right back into the DIY. I need to put 2, not 1. This is too big.
So red trim we threw up here, and I'm gonna trim the window out in wood. Why that took forever, I literally do not know. But the mountains, oh, it's so cute. I don't really need storage since I have so much of it, thank God. So I'm really just gonna like fill these windowsills with different propagations. That is Chef texting me. He is in town. He's picking up some more plants for me, so when he gets here, this will even look cuter. Literally one here and one here, and it just didn't make sense for this corner. So now she has like a full stall, and I walled it in over here. Kind of seems redundant, but I don't have dirt coming anytime soon for the Reno or the round pen or the stable. So what I can do, because I would love to get a dirt delivery, is I filtered, magnet, did all the things to get as much as the crud off of this ground as possible, and I'm just going to cover it in wood shavings. I think we do another one.
What do you think of the sawdust? Did you even notice it? Just little popsicle.
Tack room to grooming station. That way it's just nice and easy. I should have put the station the other way because no, this is the way you tack. Oh no, I'm a genius. Something that I love about DIYing this barn for Gracie is I'm starting to see that when I do get other horses, right, that I'm gonna build a stable. So I am also going to build their own little grooming room, their own little tack station. So everybody has their own place. I will build a huge barn where hopefully we can keep some sanctuary horses or local boarders, but that's just a pipe dream. I don't know if that's actually gonna happen, but with my horses, Gracie might have the biggest barn, but that doesn't mean that they're gonna be left out and not have their own home and unique station that they kind of dock in as well. Because as I'm learning Gracie, I'm customizing a lot of stuff. Like she moved this wood I had the other day, so I was like, all right, I'll go ahead and I'll move that. She kicked up the pipe that I wanted to drain the plants with. Like, she has her own idea, so I will make sure that I help her out. Okay, Blaze is getting irritated missing out on being in the barn. So what we're gonna do is like build a little like Blaze stable, a little box in. I can actually just flip the camera and show you. Cody is grabbing, who you guys know as Chef, but his name is Cody, is grabbing some flagstone. Because I'm also moving flagstone from the garden area over there because we're gonna be building an outdoor kitchen. You know, duh, Chef. Like, anyways, that's a different video for a different day. I saw a couple of comments about a white couch being in a barn, and I kind of like giggled and rolled my eyes because I have a different plan for the colorway and the fabric, and then it rained and now there's these stains. But just get over it. The fact that there's a lounge in my barn is not for anybody else but me and my boy and my animals that I want to bring in. Well, Blaze, my boy, not, that'd be weird calling Cody a boy. And to be honest, I'm such a helicopter mom when it comes to any of my animals, specifically Blaze. So it's nice to know that when I'm in the barn and he is in this little Blaze stable, that he is safe because he's also learning Gracie and Gracie is also learning him. There's just so much newness that I want to create a very safe environment for anybody or anything that is coming in or out of it. Don't jump up!
You liked it? You're included.
It's just really been a lot of like, the piece de resistance to honestly this whole thing is my 5 acres is not gated in. So I am so stressed about that. I want to be able to gate off basically the hallway. If Gracie were to get out of the arena, out of the barn, or out of the round pen, I just kind of want to make a little moment that she is still safe on my property and can't just get out into the middle of the desert. That is terrifying. So I started to, as I have been, recycle, reuse, and repurpose old material from all over the place at this point because I'm balling on a budget. I also love that this gate here is like the private entryway to the trailer guest house. So if the guest in the trailer wants to come to the barn, they have their own little access. Same thing with the front of my property. I wanted to test building, I forget what they're called, but they're essentially like rock walls. You build them with wire and you fill them with rock, which I have a ton of excess red rock from, as you know, all the demos we've been doing for the last 4 years.
I poop.
And with my properties, something to keep in mind is that I kind of DIY for the location that I'm in. So with this property, it is definitely a Western desert theme. Hence why there's a lot more textures, there's a lot of reused and repurposed materials. I'm not really DIYing to keep things clean. I live in a dust storm, so the colorways go with it, the textures go with it, so it doesn't look dirty. It kind of looks like it just belongs there. The most fun part for me, honestly, was hanging this original sign from the rescue that said Gracie onto her own arena on my property. Let me remind you what this looked like before. We are DIYing a tiny town over here, a tiny little horse town, and I am just so excited to bring you guys in. I genuinely don't think I have ever been so sore mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, ever in my life than doing this barn. Behind the scenes, as usual, has been so chaotic, and it's almost as if life is telling me to stop right now, right when I'm about to get a new chapter of mine started. That is when, I don't know, I hope that my channel, even though I don't upload consistently right now, it is kind of like a real-time reminder that you can't give up. You just have to keep going, because it is so worth DIYing the life you love. And I'm only speaking from personal experience where my emotions the last couple years have felt so permanent and that they were just gonna be with me for forever. And now that I'm coming out of it, I'm kind of realizing that although, yeah, it might have been a quote unquote long time, that in the grand scheme of things, it is very much so temporary. So I hope this is a good reminder. I love you guys. It feels good to get back on track. And I can't wait to show you guys the next DIY.
You match your duck. You match it. Yeah. Go, Blaze, go. Go, Blaze. And he's off. And he's off. Rodeo. You're a cowgirl just like Mama. Woo-hoo. Look at him, folks. He won't even stay still. He won't even stay still.